So, good evening, everyone. Today, I will be talking about a very different topic today. From now onwards, you will get videos according to a playlist. So, total, I have planned out 80 videos which will be uploaded here, and they will be split into 10 playlists, each encompassing every aspect of life which I think are important and which you should know. So, depending upon that, today's first video is going to be about how I personally would study. I will write it down here. How I would study ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. And as a side note, without feeling like burning out. It is a very common phrase which is used. I will get to it in a minute, but I will first check if the video looks bright. And yes, it does. And now the video is focused as well. So again, I welcome you all to another video. If you feel it is comfortable to watch in 2x, please continue to watch in 2x. You will cover the content faster. First of all, I will like to put this phrase down. There is no such thing as burning out. This burning out doesn't exist. What burning out essentially means is you are feeling a lack of hope. And if you are working on motivation, that means you have a lack of motivation, which you shouldn't work on the basis of motivation. Your motivation is irrelevant to what you want to achieve and what action you take. What you need is discipline. So based on that thought, this phrase of burning out, in my opinion, doesn't exist. There is no such thing as burning out, because if you see scientifically, even if you burn a piece of wood, it still leaves ash. So it is not completely burnt out. There is still something remaining. So in that case, this phrase doesn't exist. Remove this out of your words. Your language impact the way you think and the way you behave. So instead of saying burning out, I would say is how to study class 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th efficiently with optimal efforts and optimal satisfaction. How you would go through this. The process for all the four standards remains the same. It is in aspect that your whole syllabus will be covered and you are learning it from the point of knowledge, not from the point of an examination which you will give and pass. Because if you are watching this, you will definitely pass it. So, depending upon that, the process of clearing all of these levels remains the same. The first tip I would say is to plan your steps. Plan what are you going to do. Now, for many people, their 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th starts in the month of April, I would say. So, if it is going to start in the month of April, what I would suggest is go through the syllabus. And generally, the school teachers will go through the syllabus, which is very nice for you. Go through the syllabus, at least read it over once. It doesn't matter if you understand it or if you don't understand it, just go through it once. Get to know if the chapters are big, chapters are small. Although the size of the chapter or the difficulty of the chapter should not alter your thoughts in any way, shape, or form, or disorient you into thinking that the level is hard. It should be only as a level to gauge if the chapter is going to take little time or less time. And also, I would like to add the time taken is irrelevant here. Don't think about all the negative aspects of it, like it is going to take time or it will be difficult. Nothing is difficult if you attack it efficiently, and that is one of the thoughts regarding with which you go through these levels as well. That will be covered in a separate video, but it will be covered. So first of all, cover your syllabus. At least go through the syllabus. Then plan your steps accordingly. Like, when are your exams going to be? Get tentative dates from the teachers if you can. Plan out. What I used to do was take a calendar, and I used to write down, like, during this month, in rough, not in fair. Like, this month this exam will be there, this month this will be there. In rough, you have to. And if you are studied till 8th, then you probably know to how to plan, how, when the exams will be conducted, and all of the things. Your ninth, in my opinion, you have to experiment along the way. Know what works, know what doesn't works. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. It is different for everyone else. But you can't give an excuse that it doesn't work for you if you have not tried it to its fullest potential, its 100% potential. If you have not applied it, then you cannot complain that it doesn't work for you. As a bonus, that was. So first, complete, at least see what the syllabus is, then plan out what you are going to do. So at least you will have a rough sense of what it is going to be about. Next thing, attend all the lectures. Do not be absent. And if any case, if you are absent to your school, then complete your backlogs. Complete the backlogs, and at least stay with or ahead of your school. You have to stay at least with your school, with the level of your school, with the speed of your school, or you have to stay ahead. But you cannot afford to fall behind, because once you fall behind, it gets hectic. Hectic in the sense, you can fall behind and you can cover it, but in my opinion, if you do fall behind, attack this viciously to stay ahead of your school. This will benefit you. Do not make any backlogs, or at least try not to. If you cannot, if you have to, then you can. If you are, let's say, you are very ill, or you could, for any reason, you couldn't complete your syllabus, or you were absent, then for that you need to complete the syllabus as fast but efficiently. I wouldn't say fast, but complete it efficiently. Be thorough with it, and you will get it. So this is the second point. This was the first point. The third point, in my opinion, if your teacher is good, if your if your teacher is good, then in my opinion, follow his advice. Follow his advice, complete. And even if the teacher, let's say, in your view, isn't that key, but in my opinion, all teachers are good. It is just that we as students cannot comprehend their goodness. So if your teacher, let's say, tells you to do some homework, tells you to solve some question, then you have to follow it. Just follow it blindly. Don't think that the homework is not worth it, or it is taking too much time, or you will do it later in school. Don't think it. If you can do it now, do it now. Finish it now. Do not postpone it. If even if you think that you can do it tomorrow in school before the lecture occurs, you won't be able to. You will think that you can pull it off, and you may pull it off once or twice, but it will be better for you to do it as is. If it is written as homework, after the lecture you attack it. If within the breaks you attack it. When you come home, you attack it, you complete it. No excuses. That is the third thing, which is to follow the teacher. Let me write it completely. Follow the teacher. The next thing, stay around smart people. Stay around smart people slash sharp people. Because, as the old saying goes, you will be the sum of your five friends. If your five friends are all smart, they are on the ball, they are sharp, they are enthusiastic, they are vividly performing, that means they are good in some sense, they are academically strong, if they are fit, if their health is good, if they want you to go better, if they want you to go further without their emotions like interfering with their thoughts, then stay around them because you will turn into the fifth. The example I like here is, let's say you don't know anything about ice cream and you go sit in a room which has all the experts in ice cream, like how you make pistachio ice cream, or how do you transport ice cream from one location to another, how you make it, how you package it, how you sell it, how you price it, how you make it, what preservatives you should add, what is the shelf life, what is everything about ice cream. After a certain point of time of you being in that room day after day, you will know something about ice cream. Even if someone says, I my ice cream truck was traveling and the ice cream melted, you'll say, see, that's the problem because it was chocolate flavor. It should have been 2 degrees less to transport. And that's the point, that if you hang around the adequate and efficient group, you will be the fifth one, or you will be the average, the sum of the people around you. So that is it. Stay around smart people, sharp people. Stay around the people who you want to be, who you want to become, who you want to be with. That is another point. And last but not least is to execute. Considering that you have made this, considering that you have made this, you can do this. If you have planned what it takes, when it will be, you can easily execute the plan. The thing here is that you execute the plan with vigor. You do not skimp on it. Even if, now let's say a thing that I want to tell you, even if you want to do something that your plan doesn't allow, like suppose you are going for you are out of town for 2 days, and according to your plan you should have been studying for 2 days. Don't worry, don't worry about that. You can do it later. You can enjoy your outstay, you can be yourself, but after you return, you have to get back, you have to take control, you have to execute with efficiency and optimal performance. You are not running a sprint, because many people run sprints at the one day before the exam. It is doable if you can sprint fast enough, but in my opinion, instead of sprinting at the end, you can run a marathon as well as sprint at the end, so you get like the maximum boost, like your curve will be exponential in my opinion. So that is it. This will be the video of how you can attack ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. As a bonus, the last video which I posted, it covers how you can execute your plan. Here I said make a plan, but how you actually make a plan, how do you attack your plan, is also an important component, and that is addressed in the last video. Within that, how to make your plan, how to execute it efficiently, how do you create a plan that lies according to a system, what you do, what efforts you take when you are before, when you're in exam time, what efforts you have to take, what you should do, how many PYQs you should solve, then how many question papers you should do, what to do, what prelims to take, everything. All the questions will be answered. And as a reference, I got 96 in class 10th. Currently, I'm in class 11th. I've been getting fairly good marks according to my peers. I'm doing okay. But the main thing here is that you have to attack with violence and you have to get after it and enjoy the process. That will be it for today. And follow this all the things, and this will set you apart. Thank you and goodbye.